Okay, so let's get to the next step. So first we're going to create a section. So this is pretty important. Let's just go to one of your plans. The mezzanine's fine. And under view, you'll see section. And just click and drag and click, or click and click to get a section placed in here. You flip it so it's facing the truss. It's really that easy. You'll see right over here on your project browser the views that you now have a section. One more thing, it's one of my pet peeves. I do not like section marks going all the way through plans. Plans are there to be read, not to have things cluttering them. So I want you to look for this little squiggly and click on it, and you'll see that you're able to adjust the symbol of the section so that it's a little bit more appropriate and at the edge instead of going all the way through. Okay, so let's go to the section now. And what we're going to see is that if this is a 14 feet and we have 24 feet between, this truss is a little big and it probably needs to go to fine so we can see all the members. And so let's change its height. So we're going to click on it. You can see over here we have truss height. Let's get that to something a little bit more realistic. Probably going to be more like 30 inches for me. You guys will have to look at what I provide you for yours. Okay, so now that's done. Now let's look at some of the things that we can change with this truss if we choose to. So you might look up here, you see edit profile. I'm going to edit that, and you can see that you actually have some tools to draw different bottom or top chords. So if I want to change my top chord, I would just click on that, and I can create a new profile. It could be shaped, it could be just adjusted to whatever we need. So you can see kind of it can have a bend in it. So I'm going to grab the bottom chord just to show that this is possible. I'm going to draw something new, something from there to there, and then maybe to there, and then I'm going to say OK. And I get this error message saying truss reference must form a continuous chain of one or more sketch lines. So I'm going to continue to sketch. Essentially, it doesn't like that there's two different definitions for the bottom chord. If this one stopped here and this other one here started there, that would be fine. But since they aren't continuous, I'm just going to get rid of that one and say OK. And you can see immediately we get this adjustment to all the diagonals. Again, love the BIM model for that alone. So I'm going to just Control Z. I don't need something that fancy. Okay, so we've gotten to that point. Now let's look at some of these gaps that we're seeing and maybe how to adjust that. So if you want to tab to one of these elements, you can, and you can unpin it, and you can have it do certain things. I don't think we really need to do anything with the bottom. Oh, we do have to do something with the bottom chord. Select the truss and edit type. We do need to flip it. So we're going to change the bottom chord to be angled 180. That will affect some of the other things that we're doing. Something happened, it shifted just now vertically. I don't want that to happen. So we're going to edit type again, and we're going to see this top chord. We're going to have that fixed and on both sides. Hopefully that moves it. Yeah, that moved it back up. So I think we're good there. We're also going to we're going to make these user defined. for the diagonal webs only. And that didn't do anything, but it will affect kind of how we do the next step. So you see that there's gaps. We're going to try to fix those gaps, these kind of spaces. So that what I want you to do is select from left to right through all of these, and I want you to unpin them. You can do that individually, or you can go up here and you can do it kind of globally. Everything you've selected, just unpin it. And then we're going to go in and select, by tabbing I can select one of those diagonal webs. So I just went over, I hovered over it, I tabbed until I got what I wanted, and then I used the mouse key to select it. And then I am going to go ahead and right click. I'm going to grab all instances in the entire project, and I'm going to adjust them all to be, say, -3 inches on the end join cutback, and -3 inches. Okay, you can see it shot right through and created that. That actually is looking pretty good. If we really wanted to get a little bit more specific to getting it to look just right, we might do the coping. But what I'm going to try to do is actually get that truss to kind of look correct. So I'm going to move that over. I don't think I can do that with this guy. Like I don't think I can move. Oh yeah, maybe I can. Alright, so it doesn't look so strange. Okay, so that's good. I would say for now that's what we're going to do. You can do what's called coping, but I've had some really strange results. So if we go over here to coping, we can see kind of what it does in the video. It basically extends the piece so that it actually meets in a more realistic way. And sometimes you have to extend past to get it to look right. We'll go ahead and try it once, and if we get good results, we'll do it. But I've been getting kind of mixed results. So you can see that I'm not a big fan. I'm going to try one thing to see if I can't get that to be better. Let's see if the coping distance. Okay, so if I put it to 0, okay, so it might be worth doing. All right. So I'm going to select these again. I'm going to select all instances of it. So select all instances entire, and I'm going to change. Apparently I actually have to cope first. I don't think there's a easier way to apply coping except kind of through this method of selecting each one, selecting the top chord. Alright, that one's good because it was already done. Okay, they're all done. Alright, so now I'm going to select them. Oh, not that way. I'm going to tab through until I have one selected. Going to go down to select entire project, and then coping distance will be 0, and voila, you have a truss that looks pretty darn good. Okay, good work.